Archangel Michael isn't crying this time. He's preparing you, because something huge is about to unfold in your life. The heavens are still tonight, but do not confuse stillness for silence. For when heaven grows quiet, it does not mean it has turned its face. It means the divine is watching, waiting, and orchestrating with exact precision. And now, this sacred silence is not sorrow. It is not mourning. It is not retreat. It is the breath before breakthrough, the stillness before the storm of glory. And Archangel Michael, heaven's great defender, is not in tears. He is in motion. He is not weeping over your pain this time. He is preparing the pathway. He is not lamenting your loss. He is sharpening your sight. He is not grieving the betrayal. He is guarding your becoming. This is not the season for heavenly mourning. This is the moment for divine maneuvering. Something huge is about to unfold in your life, and you, yes, you, are being equipped for it right now. This message is not for everyone. It is not for the lukewarm, the half-hearted, or the casually curious. This is for the spiritually sensitive. This is for the awakened ones. This is for those who have felt the stirring at 3 a.m., the sudden rush of unexplainable emotion, the strange heaviness that comes and goes like waves. This is for the ones who know they've been marked, called, and chosen, even when they can't explain how or why. You have felt it in your bones. Something is shifting. Something is speaking beyond words. You've been wrestling with invisible weight, trying to make sense of an unseen instruction. And you're not crazy. You're not unstable. You're not under attack without purpose. You are under preparation. And this message finds you now because time is thin. The veil is thin. And something enormous is moving in your direction. Heaven has whispered through the veil, and you heard it in the language of restlessness. You felt it in your isolation. You noticed it in the misalignment of old relationships. Nothing has been random. Nothing has been wasted. Stillness is required before the explosion of purpose. Before the gates open, there is a pause. Before the call goes forth, the Spirit hovers. And in this hush, Michael does not cry. He commissions. He prepares. He anoints. You have been held back, not by punishment but by purpose. You have been delayed, not for denial but for divine detour. You are being positioned not where you thought you would be but where heaven needs you to be. Your future is being carved out with sacred hands, and everything you've endured was heaven's design to shape your readiness for what is coming. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1516 is now activated. Hear this now, beloved one. The time is not later, the time is now. The clock of heaven has already begun to chime. Before this evening turns to dusk, something will be set in motion over your life. Something unseen but very real. Something sacred and unshakable. Heaven is not merely observing you, it is briefing you. You have not stumbled upon this word. No, you have been summoned to hear it. For the Archangel Michael, heaven's commander, is not here to soothe you with sentiment. He is here to summon you with strategy. There are moments when God comforts the wounded, but there are also moments when He commissions the warrior. This is the latter. You are being summoned into spiritual intelligence. The atmosphere around your life has been thick with strange emotions, inexplicable delays, odd tensions. But this is not a breakdown. This is a briefing. Your spirit hath been called to attention. By the decree of the Most High, Archangel Michael has drawn close, not with tears in his eyes, but with flame in his hand. Flame that refines. Flame that protects. flame that prepares. He has not come for the crowd. He has not come for the curious. He has come for the consecrated, the ones who have ears to hear and eyes that are beginning to see. You are one of them. And this message is not a coincidence. It is a command. Heaven is no longer whispering. It is declaring. You are being equipped. You are being positioned. You are being called out of the shadows and into formation. And you must understand this. You are not losing your mind. You are gaining vision. You are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. What feels like divine disruption is actually sacred synchronization. And the shift has already begun. Hear the urgency. Within 48 hours, something will shift. Within 48 hours, heaven will release confirmation. It may not come in the way you expect. It may not arrive wrapped in clarity. But it will be undeniable. And you must not ignore it. If you dismiss this prompting, you will miss your alignment. You will forfeit your preparation. For heaven is briefing the chosen, not the crowd. This isn't for the masses. This is for the remnant. You've been wrestling with questions, but heaven is not giving you answers. It's giving you orders. Rise up. Silence the noise. Align your steps. Michael does not move at the sound of your panic. He moves at the stillness of your obedience. And now he stands, sword sheathed, a spirit burning, watching for your response. Will you continue as if nothing is happening? Or will you acknowledge that everything has already begun? Say it aloud, if your spirit agrees. I am ready. Say it until the atmosphere in your home begins to shift. Say it until your heart believes it. For this is not entertainment. This is enlistment. This is divine instruction wrapped in a prophetic voice. Your stillness will be your strategy. Your awareness will be your armor. And your obedience will be your offering. The doors that are about to open will not respond to force. They will respond to favor. And favor flows where alignment lies. Michael is not crying. He is not comforting. He is commissioning. And he is waiting for your agreement. Type I am called in the comments if this message resonates. Blessing code 1111 is activated over your path. Look around you. Not with your eyes, but with your spirit. Something is off. Someone near you has gone quiet. Not in peace, but in strategy. There is a presence around you that no longer celebrates you. There is a silence that speaks louder than words. You have felt it in the sudden awkward pauses, in the subtle shifts of energy, in the way certain people avoid your eyes. You've told yourself it's nothing. But deep within, you know it's everything. You are being watched. Not by enemies with swords, but by spectators with envy. There are those who smile in your face, but study your steps. They pretend not to see your rising, yet their spirit is restless at the mention of your name. They know a piece of your story, but they do not know your prophecy. They have seen your struggle, but they are unaware of your calling. And because they cannot discern your destiny, they underestimate your resilience. The tension in your life is not imagined. It is not paranoia. It is perception. Your spirit has been disrupted because the atmosphere around you has shifted. There are watchers nearby, and their silence is louder than applause. They are uncomfortable not because of what you've done wrong, but because of what you carry that they cannot contain. You've wondered, why do I feel so strange lately? Why does it seem like my energy is drained around certain people? This is why. You are not just being observed. You are being assessed. You are not under friendship. You are under inspection. And many of those near you are not celebrating your glow. They are calculating their response to it. Do not ignore the quiet tension. There's something behind it. There is a conversation that happened about you, one you were not invited to, but one that your spirit detected. There are words that were spoken in secret that triggered divine alerts in the heavens. And Michael was present. He heard what you couldn't. He saw what they thought was hidden. And now, he stands not in sorrow, but in stance, protective, ready, alert. Your atmosphere has been stirred because heaven has begun to expose hidden things. You feel it in the way certain doors seem to resist. You notice it in the way old connections start to fade. And it's not because you're being punished. It's because you're being purified. Not everything that leaves you is a loss. Sometimes it's divine surgery. There is a friction that no one is naming, but you feel it. You sense it in the silence. You feel it in the tension. Your discernment hath been agitated for a reason. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Because you are being prepared to walk alone before you walk into destiny. Heaven often subtracts before it multiplies. Archangel Michael is not weeping for your pain. He is guarding your progress. He is not mourning the losses. He is managing your protection. And right now, he is not sending comfort. He is sending clarity. And that clarity is coming through disruption. You are being pulled away from what is familiar so you can step into what is divine. You've outgrown some spaces. You've outlasted some cycles. And the discomfort you feel is heaven's way of telling you elevation is near, and not everyone can come with you. If this message resonates with your soul, consider showing support with a super thanks, a gift of $10, $20, or even $50 helps us bring you more prophetic insights. Your kindness fuels the flame. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 999 is now surrounding you. What you are feeling is not merely emotional. It is prophetic. What you are enduring is not coincidental. It is celestial. Every wave of heaviness, every unexplained conflict, every sudden pause in your progress has been a signal from the higher courts of heaven. This storm is not just about your emotions. It is about your elevation. This battle is not just a test of your patience. It is a confirmation of your position. The heavens have marked you. And when heaven marks you, hell notices. You are not cursed. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, you are targeted. This pressure that has come upon you is not proof of failure. It is proof of favor. Pressure surrounds what carries potential. The enemy does not attack what is idle. He attacks what is destined. And you, beloved, are dangerously close to your divine moment. That is why the winds have risen. That is why the voices around you have shifted. That is why the ground beneath you has felt unstable. Because something huge is about to unfold. Archangel Michael stands guard not over ordinary journeys, but over those carrying kingdom blueprints. And you are carrying something bigger than your name, larger than your plans, heavier than your previous seasons. This is why your process has been fierce. This is why your relationships have gone through radical recalibration. This is why the places that once comforted you have now grown cold. God is allowing pressure, not to crush you, but to configure you. Hear this truth, engraved in the realms of glory. Every delay was an intentional divine edit. Every closed door was heaven's redirection. Every no you thought was a curse was actually a covering. God removed what you begged him to bless because he saw what you could not. He saw what was hidden behind that opportunity. He heard what was said behind that connection. and in his mercy, he intercepted. What looks like chaos is actually recalibration. What appears to be the unraveling of your life is the reweaving of your legacy. You are not falling apart. You are being reforged. And Archangel Michael isn't standing back. He is stepping in. He is organizing what the enemy attempted to scatter. He is silencing what the accuser tried to amplify. Heaven is not confused. Heaven is constructing. Their rejection was divine protection in disguise. They left you not because you were weak, but because they could not handle the strength of what you were about to become. Some people cannot thrive in the atmosphere of your calling. So God, in His wisdom, allowed a cutting away. Painful, yes, but also prophetic. You may feel alone, but you are not abandoned. You may feel exposed, but you are not unguarded. Michael is preparing your perimeter. The angels have formed a hedge. The enemy cannot touch what heaven has sealed. And you are sealed. Understand this with finality. The conflict around you is not personal. It is spiritual. The storm has not come to destroy you. It has come to confirm you. You are not under attack because you're weak. You are under fire because you're fortified. And this is not the end. It is the earthquake before your emergence. Type I am protected in the comments. Blessing code 717 has now been deployed to your defense. Brace yourself. The winds of change are no longer approaching. They are here. Within 72 hours, your name will enter a new room. A room you have not walked into yet. A room where decisions will be made. A room where your presence has been requested by heaven, even if your body is unaware. This is not metaphor. This is movement. And you must prepare for what is about to be revealed. Someone is preparing to say something. Not just anything, but something huge. A declaration. A vinfahin. A release. Whether spoken in private or echoed in public, the impact will be undeniable. And when it comes, it will shake the atmosphere. You will feel it ripple through your spirit like thunder in the distance. Because when truth is spoken in divine timing, it has the power to expose, to shift, to unlock destinies. You have been hidden long enough, but the time for hiding is closing. Heaven is now exposing, not to shame you, but to elevate you. And this exposure won't just be about your gifts. It will unveil your purity, your perseverance, your process, your preparation. And yes, your enemies will watch. And yes, they will whisper, but it will be too late. The plan is already in motion. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not for random warfare, but for spiritual judgment. He is not cutting down people. He is cutting down lies. He is slicing through illusions that were placed over your name, over your intentions, over your reputation. What they tried to smear, heaven is about to shine. What they tried to twist, heaven is about to clarify. There are some who will try to write your story, but their pens have dried out. It is too late. The ink of heaven has already authored your breakthrough, and no false narrative can erase what God has decreed. But be warned, the confrontation will come cloaked in concern. The challenge will come dressed as love. And if you're not careful, you'll be tempted to let the wrong spirit speak into your season. You must watch who grows nervous when you start glowing. Watch who pulls back when your light increases. There are those who were only comfortable when you were confused. When you start stepping into clarity, they will either congratulate you or conspire against you. And that reaction will reveal everything. Michael has been monitoring these alliances. He has watched as certain voices tried to delay you, distract you, deceive you. But no more. The sword has been lifted, and heaven is now enforcing boundaries that no man can undo. You are being summoned to discern quickly, to act wisely, to stay silent when necessary. Do not let the impending shift lure you into old patterns. You are not who you were. You are not where you were. And this time, your name is rising into rooms with royalty. Get ready. Within 72 hours, the confrontation begins, not to break you, but to launch you. If this message resonates with your spirit and you feel moved to stand with us, consider offering a super thanks, $20, $50, or any amount sown in love helps us bring more revelations to you. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "I am ready" for more in the comments. Lesson code 333 is active. Watch what unfolds next. Now is not the time to speak. Now is not the time to explain. Now is not the time to plead your case to those already committed to misunderstanding you. You must hear this clearly. Your silence is not weakness, it is warfare. Your silence is not surrender, it is strategy. And in this sacred stillness, Archangel Michael moves. He does not respond to panic. He does not descend at the sound of noise. He is drawn by obedience. He is stirred by faith. And your quiet faith, your steady endurance, is shaking the heavens louder than your loudest cry. So stay silent. Stay positioned. Stay hidden. For your silence is speaking in the language of heaven. Do not retaliate. Do not react. Do not reach for what was removed. You are being protected in ways you cannot yet perceive. Let them think they've won. Let them assume they were right. Let them walk away thinking they buried you. They do not know that silence is the soil of resurrection. They do not know that heaven is still counting, not your losses, but your seeds. Your patience has been seen. Your tears have been bottled. Your restraint has not gone unnoticed. And now, the command from the throne is this: be still and know. Not just that God is with you, but that Michael is moving for you. That the angels have already gone ahead of you. That what looks delayed is actually developing behind the veil. This is a sacred withdrawal. You are not being isolated. You are being insulated. You are not being pushed out. You are being pulled in. Into the secret place. Into divine observation. Into holy instruction. And there, in the quiet, you will hear more than you ever did in the noise. Heaven has hushed your environment because your ears needed sharpening. Your spirit needed attuning. Do not rush back into what God has called you out of. Do not return to environments that suffocate your sensitivity. This is not the time to explain. This is the time to elevate. And elevation requires stillness. Trust that Michael is active even when you feel forgotten. Trust that he is defending you in meetings you were excluded from. He is walking into rooms you were locked out of. He is moving through dimensions where your voice could never go, but your obedience did. You have felt the pressure to prove something. You've wanted to clarify the truth. But heaven says, do not speak. The evidence will speak for you. The fruit will silence the gossip. Joy will overpower the opinion. And the outcome will be so undeniable, so irreversible, that even your enemies will bow in respect. The quietest season's birth, the loudest miracles, the most anointed voices are often shaped in silence. And right now, heaven is shaping you, not for the now, but for the next. You are not behind. You are being held. You are not abandoned. You are being armored. and Michael is preparing the way. You are covered. You are called. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. OF.AM covered in the comments. Blessing code 1444 has just surrounded your atmosphere. They won't recognize you. And they shouldn't. Because you're not who they last encountered. You are not the same. You are not repeating the cycle. You are not replaying the pain. Your oil has changed. The glow has returned. The anointing has deepened. And whether they acknowledge it or not, they feel it. This is the part of the story where heaven reveals who you've become in the wilderness. This is the moment where the fire didn't burn you. It refined you. The oil didn't just anoint you. It elevated you. The wings you grew in isolation are now strong enough for flight. You were never meant to stay grounded. That's why you felt caged. That's why the last season suffocated you. Your wings were growing. Your authority was expanding. And now, you are ready. Michael didn't cry this time, because he saw what you couldn't. He saw the version of you that emerged from the wreckage. The version of you that wouldn't beg, wouldn't chase, wouldn't fold. He saluted. He stood in honor of your endurance, of your obedience, of your refusal to retaliate when falsely accused. And now, the heavens are opening over your name. You've been through enough fire to ignite a generation. You survived attacks that would have buried others. You've endured betrayals that cracked your heart but couldn't break your soul. They expected your ashes, but God released your anointing. They thought you were finished, but heaven was only beginning. And now, there is a glow about you, a light that cannot be explained, a weight in your words, a fire in your presence. And it is not arrogance, it is authority. Ardern, ever given, forged in silence, divine warrior. Every moment you thought was wasted, heaven used. Every delay you cursed, God repurposed. Every detour you feared became your divine defense. And now, you are walking in a different power. You no longer have to convince anyone. The oil will announce you. The glow will introduce you. The favor will confirm you. This is why the warfare intensified. This is why the enemy increased the pressure. Because hell knew what you were about to step into. But it's too late now. You're here. And nothing can stop the emergence of a soul heaven has sealed. This is your return. This is your roar. This is your reintroduction. And you are not alone. Michael is at your right hand. He is flanked with flame. He is roaring with your name in the spirit realm. And heaven has already cleared your path. If they are still looking for the old you, let them search. That version no longer exists. You are standing in new strength, new authority, new alignment. And nothing behind you is stronger than what's ahead. If this message empowers your spirit and you'd like to support this mission, consider a super thanks. Whether $10, $20, or $50, your support helps this prophetic movement continue. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type I am anointed in the comments. Blessing code 555 is alive over your destiny. You must know this. None of it was random. Not a single delay. Not a single betrayal. Not a single silence. Every moment of confusion was actually part of a divine rehearsal. Heaven has been staging your promotion while earth watched your pain. And what looked like isolation was not abandonment. It was orchestration. It was alignment cloaked in affliction. It was divine coordination disguised as chaos. What you felt was falling apart was actually falling into place. Archangel Michael did not grieve this time. He did not cry at the betrayal, at the broken moments, or at your bleeding heart, because he saw the blueprint. He knew this was rehearsed in heaven long before it erupted in your reality. He knew that the very people who left you were supposed to. He knew that the delay you questioned was heaven's shield. He knew that the silence wasn't a void. It was a vault, keeping your destiny secure until the appointed time. You are walking into the manifestation of a heavenly script, and it couldn't be right. It's why everything took longer than you thought. It's why you lost people you thought would never leave. That's why the doors didn't open when you knocked. Because what you're carrying could not be exposed prematurely. Heaven needed privacy for your upgrade. Destiny required secrecy for your protection. Do not curse the cocoon that kept you hidden. Do not resent the shadows that kept you covered. You were never forgotten. You were being formed in silence. God hid you while they mocked you. God held you while they misjudged you. God whispered strategy while they shouted opinions. And now the veil is thinning. The trumpet is sounding. And your name is echoing in realms where you haven't yet stepped. You must understand, this pain was not punishment. It was propulsion. It was divine pressure designed to push you into the very position they tried to block. You were not being overlooked. You were being overseen. Watched by the eyes of the angels. Guarded by Michael. Prepared in sacred chambers for an elevation that cannot be denied. There is a holy hush right now in the spirit realm. Heaven is holding its breath, because your emergence is near. And when you rise, it won't just be elevation. It will be exposure. Your gifts will be exposed. Your authority will be exposed. But so will their true intentions. Heaven is exposing your enemies, even as it exalts you. You are the answered prayer disguised as a problem. You are the solution that was rejected, the cornerstone that was overlooked. But God is now placing you in a position that no man can block. This isn't recovery. This is redirection. You are not just bouncing back. You are breaking through. And the next thing that unfolds in your life will leave even you in awe. Heaven has scripted this moment with deliberate precision. And now, Archangel Michael is moving forward not to comfort you, but to confirm you. He has not come to dry tears. He has come to lift veils. He is here to expose purpose beneath pain. Type I receive the revealing in the comments. Blessing code 2024 is now unlocking what was hidden. Now. The time is not next week. The time is not some undefined future. The time is now. The delay is over. The silence has served its purpose. The testing has come to completion. You are being activated. Not by your will, but by divine timing. Not by earthly appointment, but by heavenly decree. And this message, reaching your eyes and spirit, is confirmation. Heaven is no longer waiting. Heaven is calling. Rise. Speak. Move. The time for hesitation has expired. The time for doubting yourself has ended. You have been prepared. You have been preserved. You have been pruned. And now you must respond. Archangel Michael is not standing by to offer comfort. He is waiting for your command. Heaven does not move for the passive. Heaven responds to the awakened. And you, beloved, have awakened. Say it. I am ready. Say it again, until the atmosphere hears it, until the angels echo it, until the resistance crumbles under the weight of your agreement. This is your commissioning. You are not a spectator in this season. You are a participant in prophecy. Your yes is required. Heaven cannot force your feet to move, but it can illuminate the path, and the path has been made clear. It is time to act, to step into rooms you feel unqualified for, to speak with authority you didn't know you carried, to walk in grace that was earned through growing. This is the divine deployment. Your destiny is no longer pending, it is pressing. The same Michael who stood over Daniel, who warred for the word to break through, now stands over you. And his sword is drawn, not in war but in activation. He is not here to fight what was. He is here to enforce what must be. Your yes is the key. Your obedience is the unlock. You are being prepared for what your enemies fear. You are being anointed for what your ancestors prayed for. You are being positioned to shift bloodlines. This isn't about your name. This is about your legacy. What you agree to now will open portals for generations. This is not about today. This is about destiny. Pray. Fast. Realign. Declare. Say what heaven is saying. Speak what God has shown you. Move as if the promise is already in hand. Because in the Spirit, it is. You are being catapulted, not walked into, but thrust into the divine timeline. This is not a drill. This is deployment. Do not delay. Delays dilute destiny. Every day you hesitate, resistance builds. But when you move in agreement, the angels accelerate. And Archangel Michael is already ahead of you, striking down obstacles you haven't even seen yet. At your oil, at your boldness, at your direction. Because when you say yes, heaven backs you with fire. If this message activated your spirit and you wish to be a part of what God is doing through this platform, consider a super thanks, a gift of $10, $20, or even $50 helps us continue this mission. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the Support Here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "I am ready" in the comments if this message found you. Blessing code 818 is accelerating your calling. While you were weeping, the heavens were negotiating. While your head was bowed in despair, while your heart trembled with questions, while your soul tried to understand the silence, Archangel Michael was moving. Silent, swift, sovereign. He was conducting spiritual business on your behalf. And the transaction has already taken place. You didn't see it. You didn't hear the voices in the courts of heaven. You didn't witness the warfare between realms. But it happened. And it changed everything. Every tear you cried became currency. Every groan that escaped your spirit became language in the throne room. Your pain was not wasted, it was presented. Your weariness wasn't ignored, it was measured. And when the scale tipped, heaven responded. Michael stepped forward with divine authority, and the records were opened. The accusations were examined. The betrayals were reviewed. And what was stolen, spiritually, emotionally, financially, was reclaimed. Heaven retrieved what you didn't even know you lost. Some of the losses you thought were natural were actually spiritual theft. But Michael is heaven's enforcer, not heaven's comforter. He did not wipe tears this time, he wrote orders. He didn't hold your hand. He held your name up before the throne. There had been an exchange, not on earth, but in the spirit. You traded heartbreak for honor. You traded rejection for rulership. You traded mourning for a mantle. And now, though you cannot yet see it, the shift is finalized. Restoration is no longer a promise. It is a pending release. The scrolls have been sealed. The angels are already in movement. The restoration will not be loud at first. It will be quiet. It will trickle. Then, suddenly, it will surge. This is why your spirit has felt uneasy. This is why you felt a strange lightness followed by unexplained weight. It is the spiritual transfer. Your spirit knew before your eyes did. Your soul began to rejoice before your mind understood. Because something has been delivered. A file with your name on it. A scroll of restoration, acceleration, and vindication. Heaven has not forgotten the seeds you sown, the sacrifices you made, the intercessions you whispered when no one saw. There were moments when you thought, does any of this matter? And the answer has arrived, yes. They all matter. They all counted. It was all written. You are walking into the fulfillment of silent obedience. Others flaunted their breakthroughs, but yours was being protected. Others celebrated quickly, but yours was being solidified eternally. And now, the fruit is about to show. Quietly, then forcefully. Michael is not just watching over you. He's working for you. The enemies of your promise underestimated the legality of the spirit realm. But God is not emotional. He is judicial. And heaven has ruled in your favor. Something was retrieved for you while you mourned. Something was unlocked while you worshipped. Something was confirmed while you endured. And now the realm is shifting in your direction. Type I receive the divine exchange in the comments. Blessing code 626 has initiated restoration. Heaven has ruled. The gavel has fallen. The scroll has been unsealed. And the verdict is this: justice shall be served. The time of watching silently while you were mishandled has ended. The time of divine restraint has shifted into divine recompense. What was lost will return, with interest. What was stolen will be restored, with honor. And what was delayed will now be delivered, with double. Those who plotted are now perplexed. Those who gathered in shadows to twist your name are now watching your rise in silent terror. Because what they did not realize is that heaven was recording. Every word, every action, every manipulation. God was not ignoring the betrayal. He was documenting it. You were not passed over, you were preserved. And now the preservation has turned into presentation. You are not just being protected, you are being promoted. And this promotion will not be hidden. It will be witnessed. It will be undeniable. It will be God's response to every false report, every backdoor conversation, every whispered lie. Archangel Michael is enforcing this justice with spiritual finality. He does not weep for your pain. He records it as evidence. He does not rage at your enemies. He binds them with truth. And now, the spirit realm has been shifted. The angelic forces have stepped into new positions. The heavens have aligned themselves to ensure that you not only receive vindication, but you witness it. They laughed at your weeping. Now they'll witness your winning. They mock your humility. Now they'll marvel at your elevation. Those who dug pits will watch you rise above them. Those who doubted your calling will now be confronted by your crowning. God always repays. Always. And this time, the repayment is coming with divine speed. The things you thought were over, relationships, opportunities, finances, are being resurrected. Not in the same form. And no, heaven doesn't recycle. It renews. It rebuilds from a higher blueprint. And what is coming will not resemble what you lost. It will redeem it. You will not just hear about reversal. You will live it. You will wear it. Your atmosphere will testify. Your presence will speak louder than their slander ever could. This justice is not revenge, it is redemption. It is God restoring the honor of His name in your life. Because they did not just come against you, they came against the assignment you carry, and heaven defends its investments. Michael's silence was not apathy. It was arrangement. It was strategic delay. And now, every withheld reward is being released. Every lie that tried to frame you is being dismantled. Every setup is unraveling before your very eyes. This is divine reversal, and it is irrevocable. If this word affirms what your spirit already knew, consider supporting the mission with a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $20, or $50, your contribution carries weight. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the Support Here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type Divine Justice is mine in the comments. Blessing code 1717 is now enforcing reversal in your favor. Hear this clearly, not with the ears of the body, but with the perception of the spirit. You are seen. You are sealed. You are sent. What you've endured did not erase your name. It etched it deeper into the palms of the Most High. The abandonment didn't cancel your assignment. It confirmed it. The pain didn't disqualify your purpose. It proved it. And now, as this word finds you, heaven is lifting the veil. The realm of the Spirit is declaring, you are ready. This is not your breakdown. This is your birthing. You've been through the contractions. You've labored in silence. You've warred in secret. And now, what was formed in darkness is about to be revealed in light. The cries of the old season are being silenced. The voice of your new identity is rising. You are not the pain. You are not the process. You are the promise. You are not just a survivor. You are the remnant, a chosen, a commissioned, and you were never abandoned in the fight. Archangel Michael stood near, not as a weeping angel, but as a watchful warrior. Michael did not come to carry you out of battle. He came to anoint you to win it. He did not cry for your suffering. He guarded the oil that was being pressed from it. And now, He stands at your side as you cross the threshold into manifestation. So receive this final decree. May clarity be your portion. Where confusion once reigned, may divine insight now flood your mind. May you see not with the eyes of man, but with the vision of heaven. May you know who you are, whose you are, and where you are going. May courage rise like fire in your bones. Let fear flee as you step boldly into new territory. You are no longer a wanderer. You are a warrior. Your hands have been trained for battle. Your words carry weight. Your presence carries authority. May covering surround you. Angelic shields have been raised. Michael has positioned sentinels at the gates of your next. You will not enter this new season unguarded. You will not step forward uncovered. Every footstep from here on is sanctioned, sealed, and secured. And now, rise. Not in pride, but in power. Not in arrogance, but in anointing. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove him right. Heaven has spoken. The veil has lifted. The gates are open. This is not the ending. This is not the aftermath. This is the activation. You are not the wounded, you are the warrior reborn. And the command has been issued. Go forward. Speak boldly. Walk confidently. Live prophetically. What has been promised is now in motion. And what was hidden is about to be seen. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are aligned. Archangel Michael isn't crying. He's preparing. preparing you for the doors you never knew you'd walk through, preparing you for platforms that once intimidated you, preparing you to wear the mantle of legacy, preparing you to fulfill the assignment that hell tried to cancel. And now I bless you. I bless your thoughts. I bless your home. I bless your relationships. I bless your voice. I bless your journey. I bless your breakthrough. And I bless your emergence. Heaven is not unsure. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is not inactive. Heaven is invested. Heaven is watching. Heaven is rejoicing. And heaven is moving. For you. You are seen. You are sealed. You are sent. Now go, with fire, with faith, and with favor. I am sent in the comments to confirm your agreement. Blessing code 888 has now sealed your destiny with divine affirmation.